channel if you did not know. Now you do. Hey you guys, what's up? First and foremost, you guys, I'm pretty sure I have lipstick, lip gloss on my teeth, so if I smile and they are pink, sorry about that, you guys. I can't really stop my lip gloss from running, so hopefully it doesn't look too bad. But I wanted to talk today about two separate topics. The first one being that poor people buy luxury items to look rich, and the second one, me talking about why I'm not doing that many unboxings on my channel recently. This just is going to be a little discussion or me having a conversation, you know, giving my thoughts, my unwanted opinion and unwanted thoughts on these two subjects. But I saw, I think, a reel on Instagram of, I think it was a guy actually talking about how only poor people buy luxury items to look a certain way or to give off a rich look. And I was like, why are we so judgmental? Like, why can't we just let people live? And yeah, so with all that being said, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. The first thing I want to say, you guys, is that if you have $2,000+ to spend on a bag, you are not poor. You may not be rich, but you're certainly not poor. And the reason I think people say this is so they can separate people that are maybe spending money in a more frugal manner, maybe people that can't afford 10 designer bags every single week or a year, let's say. They're trying to separate those people from the people that spend money very carelessly, I guess would be the word. What used to be the secret world, let's say, for the rich or people that could afford these things, or the select few people that had enough courage to actually go in there, even though maybe they couldn't afford these things, it was very hush hush. And now luxury sort of has an open door policy for the most part. They try to implement restrictions on how to get people or to keep certain customers out, but for the most part, you can usually go online, find information on social media about luxury shopping. And it's also interesting to see how luxury brands are using specific marketing tactics to target certain groups of people that I feel like they didn't care about before. What used to be this inclusive image that Hollywood actors and actresses had, maybe for the past 10 years, I would say, has totally shifted. We're now seeing more rappers, basketball players, models, Instagram influencers, all of these types of people that have maybe been deemed not as luxurious, not as exclusive as the Hollywood tier of celebrities or personalities, let's say. And so you're getting a reach, or luxury brands are reaching out to groups of people that I feel like haven't been really reached out to or represented that much in luxury in the past. You know, the playing field has been leveled in a lot of ways. Not saying that Chanel is in any way, or Hermes, or even Louis Vuitton or Gucci is in any way a level playing field for the average person, but for the person that can afford luxury, it's pretty much been leveled down. I'm one of those people that I don't mind. It's not making my shopping experience any different than the next person's shopping experience. Maybe, you know, if I had more money, my shopping experience would be better, but I'm talking about if someone's sharing their luxury purchases and their luxury shopping experience, that's not holding any weight on my shopping experience. So at the end of the day, I don't mind it, I don't care about it, and I'm not going to judge someone doing that. Another point I wanted to make is that I find it very nice that people have access to certain privileges and luxuries that were maybe not necessarily not afforded to them, but weren't easily accessible for them. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be able to afford a multi-million-dollar home. I'm not going to be able to afford a super or hyper car, but what I can afford and what I can save my money and work towards is a tiny piece of luxury from a brand that is known for being prestigious, and I can cherish a work of art in the form of a bag. For some people, it's not a work of art. For some people, it's not anything special, but for a lot of people, it is, and it holds a lot of memories, it holds a lot of sentimental value, and it holds a lot of accomplishment. It's not necessarily there to prove to anyone, but I would say myself as well, that hey, I have something nice. People like nice things. And so I just think it's a nice feeling to be able to obtain something or purchase something that can evoke so many emotions, sensations, and feelings for you. And also another thing I wanted to point out, which is something that I will reiterate on this channel over and over again, is that rich does not have an aesthetic. Rich does not have a look. There's a stereotype, of course, but for me, what I associate rich with is having the money to be able to buy resources, experiences, and other things that may not be accessible for the general population. And so those things usually make you into a certain type of person. Not everyone, because I know rich people that do not fit this mold, but a lot of people I know that actually have money. They act a certain way, they speak a certain way, they hold themselves in a certain manner, and there are just things that they have learned and that they have been taught that are worth, or that is worth, so much more money than a luxury branded item. And so when people are saying, oh, well, people only buy things to look rich, I can generally assume that those people do not have money themselves. Because at the end of the day, just because you have money doesn't mean you want to buy luxury brands, and doesn't mean that those luxury brands automatically equate to having money. And you can take this for all of the super rich people in the world. When they go out in public and you see them, they're usually wearing very minimal branding. They look very simple. They look very put together. They look very clean. They look very, I don't even know what else to describe them as. They just look put together, and it has very little to do with luxury brands at the end of the day. And so with that being said, you guys, why am I not purchasing or doing unboxings on my channel right now? First and foremost, I'm not rich. And I don't have an exponential amount of money in my bank account to spend on bags. But the most important thing I want to emphasize is that I just am not loving bags right now. I think I said this in my previous upload. There's nothing really that is catching my eye. Everything is being put out like hot pancakes. Right now, there are bags just being produced in every luxury house, pushed out daily, weekly, something new is coming out. And I just feel like right now we're in the quantity stage, we're not in the quality stage. And the bags are just for a different demographic that don't necessarily match to me. I cannot justify spending $2,000, $3,000 plus dollars on a coated canvas colorful bag that I know is not going to last that long, has quality issues. What else is there? It will be out of season or out of style in, I don't know, 3 weeks, and I won't be able to wear it that much. And for me, I'm not that type of person, because I want stuff to last. I want to be able to wear it for years to come. And so with the bags that are being pushed out right now, I feel like it's more fast fashion than it is luxury, because a lot of these things do not check the box of lifetime or staple investment pieces. Granted, there are some bags, let's say from certain releases or certain collections that I really love, that I find to be beautiful, cute, stuff that I want to buy, and it's pulling on my heartstrings. But when I actually sit down and I think to myself, like, do I really need this? Am I really going to wear it? The answer is probably no. And at the end of the day, I buy these bags not to look a certain way. I buy them to wear them. I don't buy them to sit in my closet. I mean, they sit in my closet right now because I'm not doing that much, but I buy these bags to wear them. And if I cannot wear them, there's no need for me to purchase them. And also, if I wear them and they're going to break after a few wears or have quality concerns, that's also, you know, a big deterring factor for me not to purchase these items. And so right now, in this moment, probably the next month or two, you probably won't see me purchasing that many luxury items, or at least not that many luxury bags, until something comes out that I can really say, I love this. And until luxury brands, you know, go through and do quality control on everything, because I just feel like I've been luxury shopping in the past couple of weeks, and there have been shoes, there have been watches, there have been necklaces, there have been, everything has had issues, and it really demotivates me to make purchases because I'm scared. Usually, you know, when I used to go to Louis Vuitton or Gucci, I could 1000% count on the item that I was purchasing to be okay. I was counting on it to be perfect and pristine. I didn't even have to check the item before I left the store, because I knew as soon as I opened it up at home, it was going to be in perfect condition. But now I have to, before I take the bag home, before I purchase the bag, inspect it like a crazy person with a little magnifying glass and make sure there's not a tear here, there's not a rip here, there's not a pop stitch here, the canvas isn't cracking, this isn't glazing, the leather isn't cracking, the leather isn't like bent or indented or has, I don't know, weird lines on it. I never used to have to do those things, and now I do. Coming into autumn and winter, I'm just hoping that more investment pieces come out. I'm also hoping that more neutrals come out, more functional or reliable bags come out, and we shall see. You guys can keep your fingers crossed though. There are a few bags that I have on my radar that maybe I'll add to my collection, maybe not. We shall see where the year takes us. And yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching, you guys. And stop being so dang judgmental of one another, because we're in the same boat together. Unless you're a multimillionaire, then we aren't in the same boat. But if you're just a normal shopper like me and you like buying nice little luxury items sprinkled in here and there, we're on the same page. We're in the same boat, and we need to be kind to one another, because the world is already mean enough as it is by itself without pitting luxury shoppers against each other. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day, and bye.